And a good evening to you all. It is 3 minutes past 7 on the 26th September 2021. And welcome to PSGL F10 on the PlayStation here at the Red Bull Ring in the Styrian Mountains. I'm glad you could all join us for the premium race in the calendar. Speaking of the calendar, due to certain things happening, has been extended, which has been the big news of the day. PSGL have announced that the calendar, well, Big C has announced that the PlayStation division will be going a bit of an overhaul. As you see, some of the drivers coming out. We are in Austria still. Next week we will be in China, and the week after that, on October the 10th, we will be in Portugal, the Portimao, the newest track in the game, and then it will be Canada on the 18th. Then we'll be taking a break on, the 17th, I should say. The 24th, we will be taking a break for the United States Grand Prix, as that will clash with the starting times of this. And plus, we all need a break once in a while. Personally, I would have put the Canada race on Sunday to a Monday, but you know, there'll be 11 streams going on, etc. But no, they decided to give us all a break. Then Japan is back on the calendar on the 31st of October. Ooh, spooky. I probably will be killed that day. You might have someone else hosting. And then we'll take a break for the Mexican Grand Prix, the real life one. And then the Mexico race itself here on PSGL will be the 14th for F10. And then we'll be on the 21st, we'll be in the United States. And then we'll take another break because of esports, lol. Then on the 5th of December, we're going to a track that was never on the calendar to begin with, Azerbaijan, which is an interesting choice. I'm surprised they didn't choose Imola. And the season will end on the 12th of December, just before Christmas, in Brazil as planned, albeit a month later. So we're working around all the esports stuff. Remember, we're going to, as Rizzy starts the fastest lap, we are going to have season 30 in late January, provisionally, and I've heard it's going to be the best season ever because, you know, it's the 30th anniversary. 10-year anniversary, but 30th season. I cannot believe that in a couple of seasons we've went from about 600, 700 subscribers to 10,000. It is insane, and I am glad to be part of this fantastic community. And it's thanks to you guys who watch, of course, as Lars has set the fastest time. Now, I would just like to let you know, we've only got 15 drivers. I do believe one has dropped out at the last minute. We were supposed to have 16. Now, I'm wondering what's happening. But we do have 15 drivers. Lars is here. I will actually check the standings. The standings, of course, Lars has a 8-point lead over Twosome. It was 12 in Silverstone, but since Twosome won, it is now cut down to 8, being a 1-2 once again. And speaking of Twosome, there he goes, on pole position as we see Sonny Bob coming around the final corner. And he'll go 5th. I do apologise if I haven't shown you a lap of this track. I will do after these drivers pit. Slayer has invalid. Twosome in second. Headshot is in third, but 17 points behind Twosome. He's on 43 to Twosome's 60. We need to check on the availability of the drivers. Jake Harty is here, the top 3 is here. Hype is not here again, sadly. Stiggy is here, as a lot of the drivers are now in the pits. Just look how gorgeous this track is. Sorry if I've been rambling on about the calendar, but you know, this is very important. Of course, the season extended from 13 to 15 races. It's probably one of our longest seasons ever. And it might be longer. I've been told it could be longer next season. It could be 16. 16 races. That will be insane. At least it's not the full real-life calendar. That would be sluggish and boring, in all honesty. So, thank you, Big C, for making the calendar very good. And working around all the changes concerning esports. Of course, esports very important. Not for these drivers, but, you know, our top drivers, about a massive percentage of them are not from esports, also compete in PSGL, and that's, of course, they need the practice, and we need a rest. We need to watch these races, of course, even though there's only 2 other races that happen on the Thursday. Actually, no, all the PC races other than F1 are on the Wednesday, and 2 of the races will be held on the Wednesday. I'm going to be honest here, I am not a fan of how they conduct the esports, having 3 races in 1 week. It's tiring. And they're not even 50%. Headshot coming through the final corner and starting a lap. We're going to go on board with him now around the Red Bull Ring in Austria. So we come out of the final corner very nicely into the first corner that's called the Niki Lauda Curve. Used to be called Castro Edge. Oh dear! I immediately regret going on with Headshot. He is spun out. I'm really sorry, buddy. Okay, we're going to go on with Sam T instead. He's coming to the Niki Lauda Curve. Oh, and Gippo's crashed! And that means he'll be starting at the back for sure. But anyway, we come through up to turn 2 and then brake for Remus at the 100-meter board. Very uphill, this section, and then a very tight hairpin, and then another DRS zone coming. Oh, he's invalidated. Well, that's unfortunate. Wait, how did he invalidate? I'm gonna go on board with Sunny Bob then. Attempt number 3 of me trying to explain how to get around this track. So we come out of the final corner very nicely. Don't go too wide or you invalidate. DRS on, down the long straight, and a uphill run up into turn number 1, the Niki Lauda Curve. Brake at the probably the 50 barrier, and he's invalidated again. Okay, I have faith in Lars. Rizzy has went to a 104.149. The time to beat is 103.864. Tyler's invalidated. Sunny Bob's invalidated. Jay Carty's about to go on a lap. Hozura's about to go on a lap. Stiggy's about to go on a lap. Alright, surely the Slayer's not on flat 4 lap tyres. This can't be right. I think he might be out of the session. Let me just check. No, he is in the session. I think he's put it on pause. And that's Lars letting through, I believe, Hozua. And here is, right behind him, Tusum. Teamwork making the dream work. As I've said, teamwork wins titles and points make prizes, as the 2 AlphaTauris are preparing to set a fast lap to go to break away even further from the rest of the field. And Tusum is going out now. Lars, we're going to go on board with, coming to the Niki Lauda Curve. Braking at around just before the 50 board. Very nice exit out of the turn. It's a very tricky turn. Then we're going up the hill. It's to turn number 2. And you've got to brake at the very right time here. He's going on the curb. On the 100-meter board he brakes. Hits the apex. And a nice exit. Now the DRS zone. Coming slightly downhill. And then he'll go into what's called Schlossgold. Turn number 4. Brakes at around just after the 100-meter barrier. Nicely on the exit. Jay Carty goes fastest. Very nice to see. Goes around turn number 4. Now rush curve. It's turn number 6. Don't go too far wide on that curve. That's the perfect line. And now out of turns 7 and 8. Very nicely indeed. Now 2 corners to go. First is Rint Curve, named after the posthumous F1 champion. Oh, he's just kept it in bounds for the Red Bull Mobile. And he has got... Oh, he has actually only improved by 6 thousandths. And Jay Tyler is in third. He is 16 thousandths clear of Lars. So very good effort from him. Finally, I've given you a lap of this very fast and furious track. I believe it is one of the shortest, I think it might be the shortest account, but whatever it is the fastest in terms of time. 1 minute free lap. You do not see that anywhere else, except Sakir, but unfortunately, the outer circuit is not on the calendar. Please, Konami, get them too confused. Play too much Yu-Gi-Oh! Codemasters, please put in, I'm no petitioner, but please put in the Bahrain outer track for 2022. We'd love to see it. Bring back the short tracks. Lars bottled it in the second last corner, and I think that was the case. Lots of people have invalidated. Track limits are very strict. The track is narrower than most other tracks. Like, think of Spa. Usually the track width is supposed to be 12 meters, but some tracks are tighter. And Twosome, on 2 lap old softs, has taken provisional pole position. 6 minutes to go. He is nearly 2 tenths clear. As we are looking to see who is on a lap. Leo looks like he's backed out. Rizzy is invalidated. Hecht is on a lap. He's faster than he was last time in Sector 1. Coming to break at just after the 100-meter board at Schlossgold. This used to be a banked curve back in the Österreich days. Now for Rausch and Werf. I'm sorry if my German is appalling. Oh, looks like he's made a decrease in form through those turns compared to last time. He's much slower. Doesn't look like he could have been too happy about that lap. He is much slower than last time, half a second slower. As we look to see Twosome come in, I should check the notes for... also, remember F11 is also on, and at 8 o'clock, F10, F9, not F10, will be on. 53 people are watching F11. Oh no! Headshot has caused a collision with the Slayer, and as a result has been given a 5-place grid penalty for the race. Now, I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever it is, the Slayer, oh my goodness, he is absolutely furious with him. Please don't let the sector get... Oh, and Hecht! Hecht has crashed! I can't get footage of it. He's crashed out of Rint Curve. Or is it the pit lane? Whatever it is, he will not be any higher than 10th, but... Headshot's now down to 7th. Headshot will have to go again, but he will be having a 5-place grid drop. The Slayer is coming into the pits. There's the wheel of Hecht. I don't know why that's been left on the track. So Headshot actually cut the pit entry, the solid white line you're not allowed to cut, or that will result in a penalty. All the drivers coming into the pit before their final run. This is their ultimatum. This may determine where they start in the race. This may make or break their session. Remember, top 10 start on the tyres they set their fastest lap on in qualifying. The bottom 5, or anyone below 10th, will have a free choice. So mediums or hards. But they can take softs if they wish, but most people just go on the alternate compound, so the ultimate strategy. So F11 has had a chaotic session, as we see Sonny Bob about to be the first to set the final lap. F11 has more viewers, 54. I think double us, and there's been 6 retirements. Or it might be 5. Someone might be banned from quali. Sonny Bob in the Aston. Can he improve on his time? Oh my gosh! I have completely neglected that Rizzy is top. I've been too focused on the prime contenders, and I thought somewhere to the blue, Rizzy takes pole. But that could change, obviously. 2 minutes to go. Lars coming around turns 7 and 8. He's got to be careful not to go off the racing line. If he goes off the track anywhere with all 4 wheels, that's the end of his lap. Nicely out of 9 and 10. He's fine, and his time will be only 4th. He has 1 minute 20 seconds. He can actually set another lap here. Oh, he won't be setting another one with that. So Lars is 4th right now. You see Jay Tyler coming around turn 6, and it looks like he's backed off. He might have to do... Is he backed off? No, he hasn't. I thought he looked very slow coming out of that turn for some reason. Oh, he's got to be careful. There's traffic ahead of him. This is a very tough segment to get around drivers on their push light. Look, Liam's in the way. Liam's on the way. It doesn't look like to have paid. Oh dear! Oh dear! That's a horrible crash for Jay Tyler. He's actually crossed the timing line, but that is a very dangerous place to have the car. Jay Tyler will not advance any higher. Look, Slayer has to dodge that. That's a very ridiculous section to lose it in. It's not really a place you lose it, but because he crossed the timing line, it has stood, and he is in 6th right now. Oh no, and Headshot has left the session. This is not good at all. As Twosome is currently on a lap. Twosome trying to secure pole once again. Jippo says he thinks he might be demoted. Alright, Headshot's rejoined the session, that's great to see. But this is important. Can Twosome snatch pole from Rizzy, who is just behind him, I should mention? Here comes Twosome around the final corner. Can he take pole position for now? No, he cannot. He is slower. Rizzy has invalidated, but he doesn't need to. He is still on course for pole. Sam has invalidated. Only Lars can stop him now. I cannot see if he is slower in sector 2, and he spun it, and that'll be the end of him. I think that's Rizzy's pole. Sonny Bob's lost his entire front wing. The Slayer has also lost his entire front wing. What's with everyone losing their front wing today? Neon coming around the final corner now, and he will go up to 9th. So Jay Tyler has held on to 6th despite that crash. So he's a very lucky boy. As Lars has come into the pit after that spin out. So it will be Rizzy on pole. I am very sorry if I completely forgot you were on pole, but there we go. Rizzy, Twosome, Jay Carty. Look at this though. It is going to be Ferrari, AlphaTauri on the first 2 rows. On the left, or, well, their left, it will be Ferrari, and on the right it will be AlphaTauri. The Slayer just stopped in the outside curb of turn number 1. Weird. Oh. Well, that's a bit of a shame for Headshot. He will be starting 5 places down. And he will have to start on the sauce because it is applied after the session. He'll be starting 12th in this race. But there is your pole sitter Rizzy on top by just under a 10th, clear of Twosome. Jay Carty, great effort, 2.75 behind. But look at this, with the exception of Stiggy, top 13 within 9 temps. Liam, good on him, he's getting 7th for the start. Do not say 8th because, of course, 5 states because penalty for headshot. 0.67 behind in medium. It makes me wonder, could have he got pole with softs? Bit of a conundrum to work that out for the tyre boffins here. Res Liam for the win, yeah. I think he has a chance. He gets to start on the mediums because he finished in the top 10 for quali, so this could be a 1000 IQ move, perhaps. As I take a drink of my Fanta. It's a lovely sunny day. Doesn't look like there's much chance for rain. I wish this was in March though, as we could have had snow. It did snow for the F3 testing, which was quite funny. Imagine a race where you had snow. You'd have to have mesh on the tyres to get through the snow. Can't wait for the race in Siberia then. Nikita Mazepin hosts it. Danny Kvyat always wins. How do you apply for PSGL? Oh yes, mid-season sessions. Mid-season, I do apologise, the cat's tongue gets me every time. Mid-season sign-ups are now open. And I will just provide you the details as long as I can get them, because I've got so many of them. Actually, I can't seem to find them. Mid-season sign-ups are now open. They will open on... Actually, they're not open now. They are opening on Monday. But there are only reserved seats available. Sorry, it took me a while to find for that. You can see all the drivers on the mediums and the bottom 10. At the bottom 10, the bottom 5, well, ignore headshot, he was in the top 10 until the penalty. So we've got 9 on soft because one of them's set in the top 10 set on mediums and 6 on mediums. It's going to be very interesting. Remember, Liam's tyres are not fresh. The other medium runners, they are fresh. So yeah, reserved seats are available on Monday for mid-season sign-ups. And of course, we have just revealed the calendars changes, and I am very big fan of them. 2-stop race today. It could be, could very well be, but it has 1-stops have been done before. Rains do not look like to be predicted. Rain does not look like to be predicted. Rains. So the 15 cars coming to the grid. AlphaTauri on our left, Ferrari on the right. It's going to be a very interesting start to this 7th round of the competition. All the drivers are about to line up and it's about to begin. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. 5 lights on, and we are racing in Austria. Oh, brilliant start from the 2 Ferraris. Jay Carty side by side with Twosome into the first corner. Nicky Lauda curve, and the Ferrari goes off the track and over the sausage curbs and has to concede the position to Twosome for now. They're all approaching up to turn number 3 now. Rizzy well clear of the others. As we can see, a bit of... Actually, the Lars has fallen behind Sam T, which is not a great start for the AlphaTauri driver. But Twosome is challenging for the lead. Oh, it is a 2-stop. That's interesting. Unsure why. It used to be a 1-stop. Oh yes, I think it's because they might have changed the compounds during the update, and we can see a lot of battling going on here, but in the back, Headshot and Slayer. Looks like Slayer may have a problem. He does. He's broken his end plate. And he will have to pit. As you can see, Hosura going after Neon here for 10th, the lowest points paying position. So they have completed lap number 1. It's a very fast track here you're going to see the laps fly by like it's nothing. I do apologise for the timing glitch there, and Liam is not 1 minute behind Sonny Bob. I think that's changed though. Remember, DRS activated after lap number 3 for those new to this sport. The premier esports competition in Formula 1. In the Formula 1 game. Not Formula 1 itself, that's Formula 1. Sam T has had a very good start, already up to 4th in the Alpine. Now he wants to go after those Ferraris. But he's got Lars on his tail. Lars, I believe, is still our championship leader. 8 points clear of Twosome, but Twosome currently now is going to close the gap to 2 points if it stays like this. Sonny Bob on the back of Jay Tyler, DRS enabled. Once they come out of, I don't think it will be this corner, actually it will be this corner, the detection zone's just before the braking point, and the DRS is full open, and so is Jay Tyler's. Now, will Sonny Bob make a move at the Remus? He will attempt to make a move. He's going around the inside, but he just can't get it, and he's going to have to try again at Schlossgold, perhaps. DRS open once again as they come down the long winding straight to the braking zone. Looks like no one is going to advance any further. Positions remain the same. Twosome just behind Rizzy, half a second. Gotta be careful not to go wide there at turn number 8. That will result in a warning. 3 warnings, and it's a 3-second time penalty. And yes, they can accumulate, so if you get 6 warnings, it would be 6. 9 warnings would be 9, etc, etc. You get penalised for every 3 warnings. Lap 4 now begins. Oh, and Jay Carty has fallen victim to those rules. He has already got a 3-second time penalty. Twosome 3 attempts behind Rizzy going into Remus. Gotta be careful not to make a mistake there, because you may lose time on the run down to Schlossgold. Going at 300 kilometers per hour into the turn. Slayer set the fastest lap. Neon has pit. But it looks like Rizzy is going to hold on for now. Coming through turn 6. It's a very Mickey Mouse track, but that doesn't mean it's always bad. Very exciting, full of elevation changes and wicked fast corners. You'd love to see those in Formula 1. It's a very good blast from the past track, if you'd say. As we see coming through to the Niki Lauda curve once again for the 5th time this race, if you exclude the formation lap. Now, what will the gap be when they come out of Rebus? Oh, it's closed a bit. You can see Rizzy trying to run away as far as possible. Remember, he has no DRS. Twosome does. Gap 3 attempts going into Schlossgold, but once again, Rizzy staying ahead. Rizzy, you know, he's not really had an exciting season. He's technically a reserve, and he's only raced twice before this race, and he has really impressed us today. It's pretty much of a shocker, and he's doing very well to hold it on. He's extended the gap to 6 tenths now, as we see Sonny Bob is now on the back of Jay Tyler, trying to get 6th place here. He tried a move at lap number 3 at Remus, but it did not pay off, but he could do it here before Niki Lauda curve. He goes right past him. Just at the 150 metre mark, he is clear, and into 6th place he goes, but he goes a little wide out of the first corner. Will this give a chance for Jay Tyler to make a move? He has to defend. That's the bad trade-off there. Oh, Jay Tyler's playing it very smart here. As you can see, he will get DRS out of this corner. He's playing it very well here, because there are 3 DRS zones, one after another. And look at that, it's really paid off. A 1000 IQ move. He's going for the move, he's on the outside, he's edging him out, and 6th position is his once again. Sonny Bob was forced to defend the position. Oh, and he's actually given him a bump. Looks like there's no damage though. Yes, but that was a very good play from Jay Tyler. He let him pass because he knew... Oh, hold on! Jay Tyler has made a mistake, and it looks like Sonny Bob will go for the position again. And he will have the DRS. Now, was that a tactical move there? Because it looked like he didn't want to challenge position there. And Jay Tyler is waiting in the wings again. But no, in the Licky Louder curve, he still leads. Now, will Sonny Bob make a move here? It's a very tactical section here. Jay Tyler. Oh, look at this. Sonny Bob staying behind. He knows there is no. Jay Tyler's making a move. Oh, they've bumped. And Jay Tyler is forced to go wide. And this is not a good position for Jay Tyler to be in. He is going to be overtaken by Sonny Bob here. Oh, and they clash wheels again. Don't give me that. There we go. Much better. Look at this. Sonny Bob. Oh, no. Sonny Bob is in the wall. And he's lost his entire front wing. They were clashing way too much, I believe, and it has cost Sonny Bob a lot of positions. He will have to pit. He is not going to race like that, is he? Meanwhile, the two Alfa Romeos battling, it seems like. And Hosur is ahead of... Oh, what the... That was weird. Liam's pit. And very early. On the medium tyres. Now, did he get damage? That is... Wondering what happened. Why he's pit so early. Yeah, he has damage. The wing is out. Very unfortunate. He had a chance to use the alternate strategy to perfection, but it's gone. Rizzy actually has a penalty for going wide. That's going to be a commonplace occurrence. Lots of drivers already with penalties. Oh, Rizzy! Sliding out of Schlossgold. Not what he wanted. 3 tenths the gap now. But yes, that is the trade-off. If you make a move out of the first DRS zone, you're giving your opponent a chance to get the pass back. But if you stay put in second, you might go for the next DRS zone and pass him there. It's very tactical. Half a second the gap as Twosome's DRS is wide open. And he's in a good position right now. If he gets a little bit more oomph and gets behind Rizzy, he can make a move. But Rizzy knows the consequences of being in the lead here when someone is right behind you. Oh, and Twosome has a bad exit out of Remus. This will give Rizzy some breathing room. But he's coming up furious is Twosome. Rizzy will stay put in first though. Nothing to worry about just yet. Sam trying to hold on. He has a mistake in Schlossgold. Remaining in 4th for the meantime. Gippo has made his way up to 8th from the back. That's very good of him. But of course he wants more. He wants more. Stiggy is 3 tenths behind Headshots. On the medium tyres as well, are the softs starting to wear out? As we can see, there's 2 battles going on here. One of them is Gippo, but Stiggy... Come on, give me better angles than that. Stiggy... no, Jay Tyler has pit, and Stiggy's just got a penalty. So, Gippo's on his own now. As Stiggy is right behind Headshot! His Headshot is spun! And great dodging from Stiggy there. He avoids a collision. But Headshot has made the same mistake he did in qualifying, and that is going too aggressive at Niki Lauda curve. Meanwhile, as that was happening, Sam T is now up into 3rd. I do apologise if I missed that, but look at this. Hecht has got past... No, Gippo's got past Hecht. I did miss that as well. They're still battling side by side into Rouch curve, and Gippo is trying to get the position, hold the position. As oh no! Gippo's spun out, and he's reset to try it. That will be a penalty. I'm sure of that. Stiggy into 7th now. might be investigated. Half a second the gap between Jay Carty and Sam. Jay Carty trying to get that third place back. And is that another spinner? It's Headshot again! Headshot is really struggling today. He spun at turn 8. Meanwhile, we've got to go back to the top. Twosome, very close to Rizzy now. This for the lead. 37 viewers, welcome to you all. Let's light up the live chat as we see these battles happening. Headshot pits once again. Rizzy going onto the curb there. Trying to get a very good entry and exit out of Schlossgold, and he has done that nicely. As they come through the middle section, there's a yellow flag and it is Neon. Neon has had a mistake at the first turn once again. Those tyres are going to be very warm though. 4.5 tenths is the gap between the two leaders. But it's actually started to increase. Oh, look at this! Sam T is pitting. Sam T is coming into the pits. Now, has he done the undercut? Looks like they're going to do the undercut. But look at this. This is the battle right here. Twosome versus Rizzy. Twosome on the outside. Rizzy trying to close them down. But Twosome gets ahead. But that means Rizzy will get the DRS out of this corner. Will Rizzy strike back? Jay Tyler sets the fastest lap. Rizzy coming up very close to Twosome, but I don't think he's close enough. Twosome will now have the lead. A great move from the AlphaTauri driver, and now he has a chance to take the championship lead. Lars has just pitted though, so that'll be a factor as well. Gap now 6 tenths. 6 tenths here as well between Gippo and Hosura. Gippo doing an excellent job keeping the car in control. He had a horrendous qualifying. He didn't manage to set a lap due to that incident. Jay Carty, another penalty. That's 6 seconds for him. Oh, what's happened here? Didn't see that there. The two leaders have pit at the same time. And it is Twosome that stays ahead of Rizzy. Now, Twosome, where is he going to come out? It looks like they will come out behind Hosua. And there's another yellow flag. Sonny Bob has spun out in turn number 8. There's a battle for 8 happening between Jay Tyler and Stiggy. The Alpine driver going to get the move on Stiggy. Stiggy moving to the side, and I know why. He is going to have the DRS out of turn number 3. He's trying to get a move done now. Oh, and that's actually a bad exit. Look at Jay Tyler run away with it. Oh, disaster. Rizzy got another penalty. That's 9 seconds. You don't want to be making those penalties, Rizzy, or you're going to lose the race. Gippo now in 3rd. But they haven't pitted yet, of course. Jay Carty is the only soft runner yet to pit. And what's happened to Rizzy? What's happened to Rizzy? He's made a mistake! And it's just getting worse for him now. Rizzy, who shocked us all in qualifying, is now in 10th, and 9 seconds of penalties. It is looking more and more ominous for him. I just don't understand what is going on. Rizzy had the lead in his hands, and now he is, since that pit stop, has lost a lot of pace, and that spin just makes it worse for him. Lars is now up into 8th. Good move on Stiggy at Remus. Sorry, I did not catch that. As Gippo is being challenged by Hosua for what would be 3rd place for now. Hecht turning in on him. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that. Of course, there's a lot of action going on. It's a very short track, I should mention. Oh, and Hosura spun! Hosura has spun at the same place Sonny Bob and Rizzy have. It's just a really difficult time. That's 12 seconds of penalties for Rizzy now. Jay Carty is pit. Oh, and Stiggy is spun. This is one insane race and we're not even halfway through. Jay Carty in the pits right now. And he will come out behind. And Rizzy has given up. He's had enough. And what could have been a shock victory has become a nightmare. Stiggy is pitted after his blunder out of Rint. So we have our first casualty, and it is the pole sitter. He has given up, retired in the pit lane. I forgot what to say. Twosome is now 8 tenths behind Gippo. Of course, he's on much fresher tyres than Gippo is. Gippo? Oh, no, he's not coming into the pits. He wouldn't be able to because he would get a penalty if he did that. But he won't. But look at this, Twosome showing he is on more superior pace. He's just set the fastest lap and is right behind Gippo. Don't think he has to worry about Gippo getting the DRS after Remus. He goes right past him. Gippo doesn't challenge. And Neon's out! Neon is out! Twosome has made the move, but Neon, Gippo's teammate, is out. He is spun at turn number 8. Now, is this going to be a virtual safety car or a safety car? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it will be. Lars right behind Jay Tyler is going to try and make the move at Schlossgold. They're side by side. Turn number 4, touch wheels, but Lars gets through despite the odds. It's a safety car. He has just made the move in time. And this is a perfect time for Twosome. He's just got ahead of Gippo, and just before the safety car. Will that mean Hecht and Gippo will change the strategies? I don't see any reason for the drivers on 2 3-lap mediums to pit. And here they come. Hecht's in the pits. Gippo's in the pits. Anyone else? I think Hozura will take the pits. Now, how will Hecht play this? He's gone on soft. It looks like it's going to be a 2-stop for him. And Gippo will also be on softs. Now, how will this play out? Because they will, of course, the softer compound, faster in the corners, but more tyre wear. Gippo will come out in 7th position. We're down to 13 here at PSGL F10 on the PlayStation. We have had 2 casualties, Rizzy, who retired voluntarily, and Neon, who crashed out in turn 8. All the drivers pitting now here from 9th to 12th. You see Slayer coming out. Doesn't look like Stiggy. Is he going to come out before Headshot gets there? Yeah, yes, he is going to get out before Headshot gets there, but Sunny Bob will not. Sunny Bob now in dead last. So Twosome, a familiar sight here. Twosome is your leader. Now let's look at the penalties. Sam, Hecht, Liam, Slayer, Sticky, Headshot and Sunny Bob all on 3 seconds of penalties. Jay Carty with 6 seconds of penalties though. And this will be crucial come the end of the race because of course they will be deducted from, will be added to the drivers' times. Will be added. Points will definitely be deducted though. Literally undrivable, depressing stuff. That's Leonardo Rizzuto, aka Rizzy. He had to retire. Oh dear! Breaking news! He has just said that he had a glitch. Every warning he got an automatic 3-second penalty. Oh, that's unfortunate! Literally undrivable, he said. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. As you see, safety car comes very slow in the Remus corner. No, not really a casualty. I lost the car, don't know how. Well, it's a figure of speech. Of course, you're not an A&E. And that's the casualty theme. Yes, depressing stuff indeed. Safety car, that's not... Well, it could be a police car, I guess. I think they might have used to use police cars. Is that true? Did they used to use police cars as pacer safety cars back in the day? Would have actually been interesting. I do know there's supposed to be pretty much... Oh, safety car in this lap. That was quick. Everyone in formation now. Twosome will have full control of the pace up to the control line, which is where they cross to finish the race and set a lap. How will Twosome control this? When will he go? That question will be answered in a few seconds. Being very slow. Right, he's on. He's put his foot to the floor. And look at this. Lars right behind Sam T. He's all over his gearbox. He could make the move now if he wants, but he's not going to do that, of course. He's going to wait until this corner. He has no DRS, remember. No one has DRS until the lap after this. Hozura has a penalty. That's a disaster. That will add more time to him. He's 6 seconds of penalties, I believe. Actually, no, he might actually have none. If that's the case, then he's pretty much equally up as... Oh, we've lost Sonny Bob! He's lost it before Remus. Just after turn 2. And that's the end of his race. A lot of battling going on. Lars trying to make a move. It didn't seem that like it would work. Jay Carty on the softs, chasing Jay Tyler on the mediums. Jay Carty will have the tyre grip advantage. And this could work out in his favour with his battle with Tyler. We come out of turn number 8 now. This is where the speed starts to pick up. Because you've got two fast right-handers coming after it. Oh, and that's not a good turn from Jay Carty. Of course, Twosome sets the fastest lap. No, Giffel sets the fastest lap. As they come to start lap number 20. We're past the halfway mark here in Styria. I said Styria, not Syria. Giffel trying to get close. It looked like he was 2 attempts, but it doesn't look like that is the case now. As we see, oh, Jay Carty going over the big bump in the Rebus apex. No DRS until next lap, of course. Doesn't seem to be many battles going on up at the front. They're all keeping a bit of a sedate pace. Twosome is already 1 second clear of Sam T. You won't have to worry about Sam T having DRS because he ain't going to get it. Giffel starting to close up behind Carty. The two J's in front of them. Yeah, Jay Carty and Jay Tyler. Actually, Jay Carty's number is half of Jay Tyler's. That's pretty smart. 46 divided by 23 is 2. There's going to be a lot of battling between these three folk. DRS is now enabled and the Slayer has got a time penalty once again. You do not want to be suffering these time penalties or it's going to ruin your race, as Jay Tyler has a bit of a slide there. Now Jay Carty has an opportunity open to him. Is he going to make the move here? Is there going to be some tactics? Is there going to be some people backing out to avoid giving them DRS? Oh, side by side go the two J's, and Jay Tyler stays ahead, but that means Jay Carty is going to have the DRS here. This is the last DRS zone, but remember Jay Tyler's also got it. Is there going to be a move? There's a move up there! Look at this! Lars has made it past Sam T, but no! Sam T striking back! Side by side, going out to Schlossgold, and now into turn number 6. But Lars backs off and Sam T's in second. So as you can see, it is AlphaTauri, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Alpine. This is going to be one heck of a fight going into the closing stages of the race. The big train developing from second to what, 8th? This is magic. Look at this. Kipple right behind Jay Carty. He's not going to make the move, obviously. Oh, Sam T's got a penalty again, and Gipple has 2. What will happen here on lap 22? Jay Tyler going towards the inside, trying to get away from the driver behind. Liam has passed his teammate once again. Oh, and headshot has went off. Lars has got past Sam. And now, look at this, Jay Carty having a look at Jay Tyler. It's not going to work. It's a 5-car train for second right now. This is absolutely fantastic. And Jay Carty has got Gipple all behind him. I'm starting to lose my voice. What will happen in lap 23? Who knows? Headshot Leslie's retired. He's had enough. just wasn't to be his day, but look at this. Jay Carty right behind Jay Tyler. Sam is trying to get the position back though from Lars. This for second place. What will change here? As Sam T goes into the inside of Lars and Remus. Oh, and a bit of a bump from Lars, but Sam T's through once again. Gippo and Jay Carty side by side. Down on the approach to Slosgold. Who will have the edge coming into the turn? They're still battling for second place. Lars trying to hold on. Sam T coming back. He will not give up. Not without a fight, that is. But no, Lars is through in the second instance. Once again, it's a 1-2 for AlphaTauri. It's been like this nearly all season. People are starting to get tired of the dominance. They want change, and they want change now. Oh! Jay Carty's lost it. Jay Carty is out. Spun out his turn 8. Turn 8 has been the devil in everyone today. Two Alpines working together, trying to get a move on Lars somehow. But Lars won't budge, but Gippo trying to spoil the Alpines party here. Look at them, the ball all over him. It's starting to become evident. I am starting to lose my words. Look at this. The Alpines having an internal battle with themselves and Lars. My goodness me, they're all over him. But Lars trying to drain the swamp. Gippo had a big opportunity to make some moves, but he can't. Can he do it here though? He's right behind Jay Tyler. But don't think he can do it. He's got to go to the outside. My goodness me, what is he doing? He's taken out. Oh, he's taken two out. A horrible accident caused by Gippo. He took out both Sam T and Liam. That is surely going to be investigated. That was very dangerous. Wait on the outside. There was absolutely no need to. Oh my goodness me. And that is our commentator, Sam T, around. What a shame. There are big things, perhaps, but it isn't going to happen because he has been relegated to 10th. He can still get some points, but at this rate, it's not going to be the win. It's starting to be cloudy. Now, don't tell me it's going to rain. Tusum is doing an absolutely fantastic job. He's 3 seconds ahead of everyone. Gippo under the watchful eye of the stewards right now. Oh, Sam T's given up. Oh, why'd you give up? You could have been on for points here. Well, if everyone finishes 32 laps, look at this. Jay Tyler's trying to avenge Sam T. He's the lone Alpine out there now, but he just can't seem to get past Lars. Lars doing a great defensive job. Lars on fresher mediums. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. That would be headshot retiring. That shouldn't be there. Should retire in the pits. Look at this. Slayer! Slayer's come from absolutely nowhere. He's in 6th now. And of course, penalties matter. Lag! Apparently lag was the issue. I hope not. Jay Tyler under threat from Gippo, but he's trying to get anywhere past. Look at this. Slayer right behind Josua. And Liam gets another penalty. But if he stays in this, he'll be second. But look at this. Jay Tyler going for the move on Lars the inside. He's got it. He has got it. But look at this. Gippo right beside him. And Gippo's lost the place. Hosura's into 4th now. Hosura from nowhere into 4th. Look at this huge train of cars. They just don't want to keep anyone away from each other. They cannot be separated. This is what PSGL is all about. Hard-fought racing. Oh, we've lost Liam. He's retired from the race. You do realise you didn't complete 90%. You're going to get no points. Oh, Gippo spun. Gippo spun. And it just adds more misery to him. But like Rosua. This is insane, and there's only 9 cars on the track. Hosura right behind Lars. Lars wants that position back off Jay Tyler. Remember, penalties will be coming into play. By the looks of it, this is our top 3. Tusum, Jay Tyler, and Lars. That is, I believe, retiring Liam. But look at this. Lars right behind him now. Jay Tyler. They're battling again at Remus. Jay Tyler backs out. Oh, and Lars goes wide. And he's going to have to concede that position. And he does. But now, Lars with no DRS. trying to make the move. My goodness me. They cannot keep their hands off each other, quite literally. Wheel-to-wheel action, and we love every single second of it. As Slayer, Lars goes a bit out of touch at the Wurf curve. I'm losing focus now because of how crazy this is, and I shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't. Please do not change what video you're watching. This is absolutely mad. Slayer has a shot at taking some moves from this. He's on medium tyres. Hozura on softs though. Are they starting to neutralise? Hozura going to make a move on Lars. The championship leader's under threat from the Alfa Romeo driver. Goes to the left, goes to the right, changing positions every time. And now Hozura, oh dear. Oh, and he gets a bump from Slayer as well. Hozura couldn't make the move. Now Lars has been given a boost, going for Jay Tyler, who has nothing in to help him. And he's into second now. Will Jay Tyler respond? It doesn't look like he's going to do it. And into second he goes once again. It's an AlphaTauri 1-2 again. This race is problematic. The penalties are forcing the drivers to quit. Let's see the penalties. 9 seconds for Slayer. Yeah, you gotta be precise on this track. That's why there's all the penalties there. I'm gonna keep it on the penalties for now. Unfortunately, Slayer has 9 seconds of penalties, which is gonna hinder his progress here. As he goes to the right, he's actually let through Stiggy. Is he trying to play tactics here? We'll have to be sure about that. Doesn't look like there's any rain yet. That will change the race right on its head. As we see Hozura being cut off by Jay Tyler. He doesn't want to get through. They touch wheels. Bagging wheels through Rebus. But oh dear, Hozura, my goodness. I think he was saved by Jay Tyler there. Gippo sets the fastest lap. But look at this now. Stiggy going for fourth. Stiggy on the outside. He just can't get it though. He's been given a budge by Slayer. But Hozura remains in fourth. My goodness me. He went for the podium, but he couldn't get it. Give me a second, guys. I need to catch my breath. This is too good. Stiggy going for move on Hozura now. Is that what I think it is? Is it starting to rain? I think I might see some raindrops here. Look at this. Slayer trying to challenge for fifth once again. But he might challenge for fourth, Stiggy will. He could go for fourth. As look at this. Lars goes to the other side of the track. Gippo has spun off again. Look at this. Jay Tyler going to go. No, he's not going to go for the move. Tactical decision. And the Slayer has gone wide at Remus. He couldn't make any positions that he wanted to. But now Jay Tyler with the DRS challenging championship leader Lars. But Lars cuts him off. He's not going to let him through. And oh, it's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. My goodness, this race might turn his head once again. Now, will the rain flood the track enough to cause anyone to change? Gippo has retired. 8 cars left. Why is everyone retiring today? Track's starting to get very slippy now. As Stiggy's still on the back of Hozura. And Jay Tyler on the back of Lars. This is anyone's race at this point. Well, unless you're twosome. But that could once again change. It is starting to pour it down. My goodness. Almost 50% of the tire. That is right. I don't know why. They won't get any points. They could have got some points if just went for it. Jay Tyler, is he going to make a move? No, he's not. Slayer is trying to make a move. He doesn't get it. Will there be any change to pecking order after Slush Gold? It doesn't look like it yet, but look at this. Slayer right behind Stiggy. He's going to try and make the move now. Going the inside of Stiggy, and he's pulled it off very nicely. Into fifth now, but remember, he has penalties. He has to run away as fast as he can. 8 cars left on track here in the Styrian Mountains. The hills are alive with the sound of amazing action on PSGL. Don't miss a second of this. It's going to end crazily with all the rain falling down. Oh, Oh, some drivers are struggling for grip now. Is the rain going to get any more severe? There are 5 laps to go. Slayer, 2 tenths behind Josua, but he has 9 second penalties, but so does Stiggy, and this puts him in a position right now. He's actually net 5th. So he's going to get 6 points if he keeps it. Lars still holding off Jay Tyler. Will that change? Oh, he's just drifted away, Lars has. It's not looking good for Lars right now. No move made there. Slayer into 5th though. Oh, Jay Tyler's got a penalty. So if he makes it way past Lars, it might not mean anything. It might just mean diddly squat. Oh my goodness me. Stiggy's right on the back of Slayer now. Both on medium tyres. Now they're back close to Josua. They want 4th place. On track at least. And here he goes. Slayer through Josua. Now will Josua get the DRS? DRS not disabled yet. It's not too severe yet. 4 laps to go. I think we might be finishing the race on dry compounds and wet conditions. Here comes Slayer. He's going to take the position. Sorry, Josua is going to take the position from Slayer. And oh no, he's been edged out. But never mind. Josua's got through. But who's getting the DRS? It's Slayer. Slayer's still ahead. And now Stiggy's going to try and make a move on the outside, but he's not going to get it done. Josua now in 5th. Slayer in 4th. My goodness me. Where has he come from? Oh, it's starting to be very tricky for Jay Tyler. He's struggling to get round the slower corners on these compounds. Stiggy now going to try to make a move. Remember, he has 9 seconds of penalties. So he has to be careful. Oh, rain still coming down. Bit by bit. Drop by drop. 3 laps to go. Stiggy going for the move. On the inside at Nicky Lauda curve. And he's got it. He's got it. And he has the DRS. Nicely timed. But now Jay Tyler right behind Lars. Oh, very close. Now what's the gap going to be here? 4 tenths. Closing down to 3 tenths. But once again, Lars holding on. Remember, Jay Tyler has that 3-second penalty. Oh, and Josua nearly goes off track there. But I can't take anything away from Twosome. He has driven fantastically today. He's been pinpoint accuracy and perseverance is paying off. He is 5 seconds ahead of his teammate, and his teammate is just making teamwork the dream work. His teamwork is making the dream work. That's not how you run it. I don't speak English. Well, I'm from an English-speaking country, but my English is horrible. But you must enjoy how excited I get. I think you are too. Here comes Tyler going for the move on Lars. Lars is backing out by the looks of it. Is this a tactical move? Yes, it is. Lars is right behind Tyler. This is a great setup. My goodness, AlphaTauri showing that teamwork wins titles is going to make a move as Josua is out. Josua is out, and Lars has made the move. Josua is out, and he will be classified 8th. He will only get 3 points. What a shame. It's an AlphaTauri 1-2, but oh, what a shame for Josua. What could have been is gone, and we've lost Hecht. No, we've not. We've lost Stiggy. Stiggy has spun at turn 8, and now his teammates coming out behind. The rain getting much more treacherous, and you see some puddles are starting to form off the track. 1 lap to go. It has been all twosome from lap number, well, lap number 12 or something. Tyler still challenging for second place, but I think he'll have to settle for third. He has a penalty. Lars does not. I think it looks like it may be another Appetite 1-2 Slayer coming in for a move on Jay Tyler. They're side by side. The Slayer, he has 9 seconds of penalties, but he's showing his raw talent here. Up to third. But I highly doubt it will matter. Jay Tyler may have to settle for third. Slayer for fourth perhaps, but it's going to be Twosome who has kept it on track like a true pro. He wins in Austria and now closes the gap to 4 points. Lars comes across the line in second. Slayer will not be third, he will be fourth, but still a fantastic performance from him. Jay Tyler gets the last podium spot, and I think it will be Stiggy that gets fifth, and teammate Hecht on soft tyres, worn soft tyres, comes across the line. So Jay Carty is actually on intermediates. I mean, he was in 7th anyway, but what is he even doing? Buddy, I know you're guaranteed 7th, but come on, at least finish the race and stop showing off. What is he doing? Oh, he's saluting the fans. What a nice bloke. It will be 4 points for Jay Carty. What is he doing? What is this crazy guy doing? He's power sliding across the line. Well done, sir. But it is, once again, no shocker, AlphaTauri 1-2. Stiggy, not Stiggy. Stiggy's driver of the day, apparently. Not in my books. I think it was Twosome, who I probably neglected for most of the race because of all the action behind him. There it is. AlphaTauri and a Dutch 1-2. And he did it without the help of Max Verstappen. Or Jos Verstappen. Now the gap in the championship is 4 points between them. This could be an exciting contest, and 8 races to go after this one. It's going to be one hell of a title fight. You can see the fastest lap will not be awarded. Gippo did not complete the required amount of laps to be classified. So no points for the fastest lap. Hosua, despite not finishing the race, will get points. He'll get 3 points, but it could have been much more. It could have been 8 by the looks of it. And there are your non-finishers. Only 8 drivers scoring points. That's pretty unusual. Lots of extreme exceeding track limits penalties. You see, yes, Jay Carty on lap 34 pitting for intermediates. Interesting move. Only driver to do so, but that was one heck of a finish. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Next is F9 right now. They're in qualifying. I'd like to thank you all for watching this fantastic race. I nearly lost my breath at the end of it. Loads of battles happening, and it sure gives us great optimism going into the second half of the season. Yes, with the extended calendar, we are going to be in the second half of the season. Next one will be the halfway point next week at China. Is that right? Yep, China, Shanghai International Circuit. Will be the host of the 8th round of their season. I thank you all for watching. Remember, F8 to F1 tomorrow night. And of course, Thursday will be the penultimate round of the PCF1 season. Will Jarno Opmeer clinch the crown? You'll have to find out. But I'll see you next week for China in F10. I have been Otaku Logan, and until next week, a very good night.